What's up, Dragon Ball fam? It's your boy Eddie Saint-Hilaire coming at you today with another video. Today we are going to talk about. It's gonna be weird, right? It's the top 16 from this past weekend's Pro Play Games Dragon Ball Super Card Game October region, right? But we're not gonna talk about all the decks. We're talking about only the decks that will survive the ban list. When I say the decks that will survive the ban list, I'm talking about the actual deck list from this event that did not have banned cards in it. Because the fact that they were able to actually be successful at this event, I believe this event had 100 and I want to say 14ish, 15ish, 13ish, something like that, players, and they were able to be successful in an event where there are also banned cards being played. I believe it's worth talking about. I want to apologize right now because my daughter is watching her favorite movie in the background. So if you hear like a little boy band in the background and kids music, that's all her, man. She's on me right now. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the top 16 from this past weekend's region, all right? Super weird because out of the top 16 decks, there are actually 11 decks that topped this event that did not have banned cards or erratic cards, like things that are not going to really affect their gameplay. You see what I'm saying? So those are the 11 decks that we're going to go around. Shout out to the winner. Shout out to all, not just top 16, but top 32. I believe it was up to top 32 who earned the promo. I think it was the Freaks' Death Embrace. And then top 16 got their invites. So we're going to start off with this is the second place deck, right? So the second place deck, shout out to him. He got second with Green Gold Tank. So this is a really impressive feat because once again, this format was still pre-ban list because they didn't want to just implement it just like that. And we wanted to give you guys time to get it out of your systems before it's just all upon us, right? So huge shout out to him. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward Gold Tanks list the faded rivalry combos. Let's see. Yeah, really solid list. Standard list. It's Green Gold Tanks. It's been here since what set I believe 11. It came out. It came out the same set as Dark World, I believe. Set 11. So really huge. Really good job for this guy. Next one, I believe this is the third place list. Shout out to Jared Lopez. I think this is his Android 16 list. Deck didn't really get touched. The only thing that's changed is an errata to the Centurion to be defensively, but I'm pretty sure the deck is not going to like lose a step, right? Because you just use it defensively to rival your stuff on your opponent's turn instead of trying to do things offensively and get that extra push. So really good, really solid list. Next, this is going to be, I believe, sixth place, if I'm not mistaken, by our boy, my teammate Robbie Rizzi, coming to you with our the Scions list, man, the Scions SS4 list. Really good, really solid. This should have been a deck that people played, but yeah, super good deck. I have the updated version, final version for our nationals list. It's uploaded on the PPG Patreon. I believe it went up on Sunday. So yeah, be sure to check that out if you're part of the Patreon family. But yeah, shout out to Robbie Rizzi for this one. Next list we're going to have, I believe this is eighth place. This guy got top 8 with Gamma. Once again, nothing is affected in this deck minus Beam is down defensively, but the deck is still gonna function as is, right? So the ninth place deck was using the reboot starter Ape Goku. So shout out to this guy too. I think it's the only yellow deck in top cut, if I'm not mistaken. Where are my Trunks players at, man? Come on, guys. Let's get into it. Yeah, really solid list, really solid player. I played him. He actually took a game off me. Really good player. Shout out to him for getting top 16 with his unbreakable or controllable Great Ape Son Goku Returns, aka Starter Goku Reboot, or however you want to call it. Again, I believe this is still in top 16. This is, I forget what place this is. I think this might be 13th or something. Gamma. So we see two Gammas in top cut, right? Really good, really solid. The difference between this Gamma and the other Gamma that I'm looking at right now is that this one focuses more like a the Ramku, right? The set one reboot Goku, where they want to play the Goku Secret Rare on top of all your energy and then Divine Presence, not Divine Presence, um Android 17 turning the tide. So that's the strategy I see going for this deck itself versus the other Gamma deck, which was pretty standard, where it's just gonna wear you down, ground and pound with selling your other androids. And they were playing Hatch versus this deck, which is playing the Goku into Turning the Tide. So we see this deck. Super shout out to this guy too. Shout out to this guy. This guy, I don't know, man. Like they're blue decks, and I'm going to make a video talking about the actual balance discussion itself because, in my opinion, there's a lot of people they're misinterpreting what the bandits actually did, right? They're saying it didn't really hit red, nothing really changed. Yeah, it's mining stuff. It's major stuff that people are just super overlooking. I don't know if it's because maybe they haven't been testing, or maybe it's because the players that are saying nothing changed, they were playing a deck like I don't know, they were playing I don't know like set one Beerus instead of reboot Beerus. So yeah, nothing changed for you because the deck, no matter what bandless happens, you could eliminate every single color, you can eliminate every single deck, but a deck like that and it's still gonna be successful. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll make a video on that talking about the bandless and letting you guys know, hey, this is what you guys should be looking out for because it's a lot of changes, a lot of huge changes that happened that people just I want to say overlooked. So I'll do my best to make that and come out tomorrow. If not, maybe I can do it today and have a double feature because this is like once again just a little recap of what happened at this event. But at the same time, it's only focusing on the decks that are still playable post ban list. Because today, since it's Monday, happy Halloween to you guys too, right? This ban list is in effect for everyone in every event. Oh, my bad. And we're talking about the SS4 deck. Yeah, the reason why I paused the SS4 because it's like it's really funny because we see these blue decks, right? We see a combination of SS4 and Gamma, but we're not seeing decks like Ramku, which in my opinion is the best blue deck. But there's other blue decks too that are out now post ban list that I'm going to talk about. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. This is the only 1 star ball. This is my deck profile. All right, this is the only 1 star ball in Top Cut that did not have any of the banned cards. Yeah, straightforward. I already have the profile on this on my channel. It was really in depth. It was an actual example of a good and the bad series because I wanted to give you guys an insight of what those Patreon members get. So I was really in depth on that because that's how I am when I do it for the Patreon series. So make sure to check that out if you haven't checked that out. It gives you just little insight tips and tricks on how to play the deck. Shout out to this guy. This guy is I believe is 13th place. Or no, I was 13th place. So this guy must have been 14th place, right? He had Bardock inherited will. Super huge shout out to this guy. For a place with the deck. Yeah, deck's solid. Like I told you guys, the deck it's a really good deck. My only issue with the deck is that it has no protection. Like in my opinion, there should have been a TP or something. 1 drop Bardock, even if it's a 2 drop Bardock, if it had like burying effect, I would have played it. That says gives all your Bardock's true, or at least your Bardock's true through a lower, 4 or lower barrier, man. Like the fact that it doesn't have barrier, you're super susceptible to guys and decks that can just blow you up. So really good, really solid once again. Without protection, it's really rough playing it. But huge shout out to this guy for actually making top cut with it. We have another Gold Tanks. So there's 2 Gold Tanks in Top Cut. This guy, I believe, got top 16. Something really interesting about this guy, as well as mine. There's 2 people in Top Cut with no secrets in their main board. It was myself and it was this guy. So huge shout out to us. We're getting in there with like silverware, you know what I'm saying, with no secrets because the decks are just OP and they're busted. Yeah, this deck is super consistent. Like green decks, I think about green decks like this, King Cole, freaking what else is it? KP. It's like this. They're super consistent. And once again, I'm going to emphasize how the ban list gave not just this deck, but green in general, like a huge boost that people are super overlooking. So, like I said, stay tuned for that video coming out because it's gonna be really good one for to help you guys. And finally, at 16th place, we do have this green KP coming in. So we have both of the Senkai Series 1 green decks coming in hot at the last event prior to the ban list. So really interesting for this. The only green deck that didn't pop up was the Roshi that Turtle School stuff. But yeah, it was a troll deck, right? It was a meme deck. It has cool plays, but I don't see really competing, especially pre ban list. But glad to see that green actually got some shine because, like I said, posted ban list. It's not just green. It's not just blue. All the colors that are not red got literally a boost, and I'll go into it to actually open eyes. I'm like, yo, I didn't really think about this. So hopefully that video will help you. But if you guys like videos like this and you're looking forward to my actual ban list discussion, that's going to talk about the implications and what decks actually got boosted, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then you hit that notification bell that says all because I might drop it today. Just depending on what my time looks like, because I got to go trick or treating with the kids. So that being said, like I said, please like, dislike, whatever you want to do. Leave in the comment section down below what you want to see next, and then yeah, hit the notification bell for me, man. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks for seeing, guys.